Coach, if you want to give us some opening comments, and then we'll go to questions.
I told the guy who was walking me up here, normally I'm eating Chick-fil-A by now. That's going back, and I've never been in this area, so this is kind of cool. Man, the student section was incredible tonight. The energy was great. It was fun to be out there and watch the guys really get after it. I thought they flew around in the first half and, played with great passion. I thought they tried to share the ball, and sometimes they shared it a little bit too much. Gave it to the other team, and so we're going to try and cut down on that. But overall, it's a great start, and we got a long way to go.
All right, thank you, Coach. Go ahead.
Coach, was your first game all you envisioned that it would be?
Yeah, I mean, I was nervous, beforehand, but once you get out there and it's tipped and it's going, you're not really paying attention to any of that stuff. It's just, in your head, you have to get out of your own head going into it. So, but it was a blast. I mean, I had a great time. Got proud of the guys.
And then I want to ask you about Cam Carter. He got the nod tonight in the starting lineup. Really had a productive game. How would you describe his game for fans who may not be super familiar with him?
I don't know if I can describe his game. I just know that I just love kids from Louisiana. When we was at Baylor and went to the Elite Eight, we had Tweety Carter and Lace Darius Dunn. We called them the Louisianimals. We won the national championships. We had Jared Butler and Mark Vidal, right? Called them the Louisianimals. And now we got Cam and Dorian, and I'm hoping we can develop some Louisianimals in them.
Coach, considering the short, time frame between when you were hired to now and having to reconstruct an entire roster, when you finally get to see them on the floor, is it better, worse? Where is the on-court product compared to what you had maybe hoped for from day one, knowing you had all that work to do?
About where I thought we would get it to, it was more. It wasn't so much about getting talent as it was about getting the right people and the right kind of guys. And in the summertime, I told the staff, let's get guys that we don't mind losing with, right? Because you can win with anybody, and winning, that kind of. But if you have to go through tough times, you want people that you like being around. And this is a group of guys that I like being around.
And then just after the game, the whole team went around and gave high fives to everyone. You went over and talked to the student section a little bit. Just can you take me through your thoughts on the environment tonight and just what you're looking forward to about that?
Well, man, for an exhibition game and to have two sections of the stands filled with students, I mean, that was incredible. And I'm so thankful for the students, and the fans were there, and you felt the energy in the building. So this is a good start, and we're going to build it from here. The goal is, have this place being called the Octagon of Doom again, and so that we have to do our part as a team, though. We've got to play at a level that they want to come see us play.
That was the first game Keontae's played in a couple of years. How did you think he did out there?
Man, it was terrific. Actually, we played a private closed practice scrimmage, and we probably played him too much. He played 31 minutes and had a double-double, and so we purposely said, hey, we're going to play him less, not for any reason other than, hey, let's get some other dudes in there and not leave him out there as long. I mean, he could have easily played 30 tonight and had a double-double. It's just cool to see the young fella out on the floor again and doing what he loves.
I also wanted to ask about Jarrell. He's your last big off your bench, but then he comes in and he's putting up stats like crazy. Where's he at in the rotation right now?
Well, I purposely didn't play two guys in the first half because I wanted to be able to take a good look at some other guys, because we have some decisions to make. And so Jarrell and Anthony Thomas were two that I told before, hey, I'm not going to sub you in the first half. Be a great teammate. You'll play in the second half. I just have to get we have to get a good look, because we have to make some decisions. We got to decide who we're going to redshirt, if we're going to redshirt any guys, just to get a better look moving forward. So it had nothing to do with Jarrell being the third big. It just, he played a lot more in the scrimmage, and so I needed to see some other guys.
Coach, you had around 20 turnovers is what you finished with. I know you talked a little bit yesterday about wanting to see that number decrease, but playing at the pace that you guys played at, do you have to kind of balance, okay, there's going to be some turnovers here, but at the same time, we're playing fast, so it's going to happen?
No. Our goal is 11 or less turnovers a game, and we have the guards and the team, the versatile enough guys that if we play the right way and don't do some things that we're not supposed to do. The game of basketball is very simple, but it's hard to do simple, and our job is to do simple better, right? And that's what we have. When we play simple and we do it better, then we look really good. And so pace doesn't determine the number of turnovers.
And then from a shooting perspective, you guys were 5 of 23 from 3. Where have you guys been at in practice in terms of knocking down the three-point shot?
We probably have, I think we have 6 guys who are shooting better than 36% at practice, and they also have a positive assist to turnover ratio in practice, and we have 4 that are shooting better than 40% in practice. I thought we were okay in the first half, took a couple ones that, they probably wasn't wise shots, and then in the second half we just missed some open looks.
Is it as impressive as it seems, the way Desi Sills is so far up to speed since he arrived so late?
Yes, it has been so impressive, right? Like, for me as a coach, I don't want guys to get comfortable and think like, hey, we got to start and line up and that kind of thing. We're going, based on how you practice is how you're going to play, and we have the depth to do it. And Desi actually probably deserved to start tonight based on his practice. And I just told him, look, it was so long before you got here. Some other guys have been there. I want to bring you off the bench, and he was fine with it. And he's just a winner, man. He is. 2 state championships in high school, an Elite 8 at Arkansas. The young man's a winner. He loves basketball. He's passionate. He cares about his teammates. He's just a joy to be around.
I think you've said you want to be fast, tough, and gritty. How would you kind of grade yourself on that skill tonight?
I thought we were okay in each category. I should have thrown in smart in there somewhere.
I was just curious about, you mentioned the fans, and I was wondering what maybe your message is to Kansas State fans as you head into the opener on Monday.
Man, we'd love a sellout, and but we understand we have to earn it. But our fans have been unbelievable. They've been engaging. They've helped us in recruiting. You see what they do for the football team. And so fans impact winning. They do. They impact winning, and so and I'm thankful that we have fans here in Manhattan that they want to impact winning. So they're going to show up and they're going to help us.
And a quick one on Naquan. He's looked very active out there today, and being able to follow his journey. Where is he at right now, and how pleased were you with him tonight?
Naquan was better tonight. He didn't start because he got beat out in practice this week, and so we'll see what happens next week. Guys, to get to where they want to get to individually and where we want to get to collectively as a team, right? You got to be everyday guys and every play guys, and develop those habits, and that's what, as a staff, we are trying to do with this team, is teach them how to do it every single day. And because that's what's going to allow us to accomplish what we want to accomplish as a team, and allow them to accomplish what they want to accomplish individually.
Coach, how do you think your guards did tonight facilitating the ball to get others open shots?
Well, I think they had, 14 assists and 10 turnovers, so they facilitated to both teams tonight. And so it's going to take us a little time. We had multiple turnovers where they thought somebody was going to zig, and they zagged, where they have to get to know each other in that type of a pace. And then we purposely didn't run a lot of stuff tonight, and so, very small package that allowed the other team to kind of know exactly what we were doing and stuff. But you got to be able to execute when the other team knows what you're doing. But overall, man, I'm just telling you, wins are hard to come by, right? So we're going to be excited about the win, and then we're going to get to work again day after tomorrow.
Guys like David and Tyke had flashes kind of throughout the game. How important are those types of guys, those kind of role player guys that are going to come off the bench for you going forward into the season?
Well, I think we have a team full of role players, right? And everybody's role will change on any given night based on what the other team is doing. And the goal is to have the open guy take shots. The goal is to have everyone play defense. The goal is to have the guys who are supposed to rebound, go rebound. The guys who are supposed to get back, get back. That's it. And then at the end of the night, I hope that like every game at a press conference, we have different dudes sitting up here, right? Because that means that different guys stepped up at different times, right? If it's the same set of guys that's sitting up here all the time, then we're not as balanced or as deep or the type of team that we want to be.
And then our turnovers, is that kind of the number one thing that you want to see kind of improve between now and Monday?
The number one thing that we're working on, right? And we're going to look at them and see what they were and how we can fix them. But that's our job as a staff.
You expressed some concern about turnovers, but you guys did a pretty good job of creating turnovers yourself. I think a dozen steals. How did you feel about your ability to disrupt them?
I was pleased. Really, I was pleased. And then I was pleased with how we turned it into, offense. I think we can definitely do better, but I saw guys turnover and we quickly transitioned. And not sometimes early on we were causing turnovers in practice and then like holding the ball, and now we're the quicker we can go from defense to offense and get easy buckets, because especially when you get to the Big 12, it's so hard to score in the half court that you've got to be able to get out and get some transition buckets.
So I noticed before tip-off, the team comes running out, coaches are following them. I noticed it was a little after that you came out, but it was like over a minute after. My question is, was that you taking a moment to yourself to, and then coming out of the locker room and joining the team for tip-off?
Nah, I had to use the bathroom. I mean, just honest. I had to use the bathroom. So it came up. I washed my hands, though. I'm just so you know.
Yesterday, you talked about the importance of your bigs being able to run the floor. Can you describe what you saw from Naquan? And I don't want to mispronounce his last name. Is it Iola?
Bebe?
Igiola. Sorry, there you go.
Well, we challenged Bebe, David, Jarrell, get us some rim run buckets, and I thought we did a good job of that. That they got out and ran and did a good job.
Anything else for Coach? Okay. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.